Good afternoon and welcome to B101 Channel 5 News at 12:30. This afternoon we have quite a story for you. If you can remember, in 1980 there was a miracle. We all remember that year. The United States were a big underdog to the Soviets. It was a miracle. Now, we're going to go to a modern day miracle in the making. We are going to have a live interview from Matisse with two representatives from Chester Incorporated, with Leanne Shepard and Kento Fukuyasu.
Thank you, Dirk. Now, tell me about your company. Give me a feel for your goals, what you guys have achieved over these past 7 years.
Well, Matisse, that's a good question. Our mission statement, it was to be durable, reliable, and affordable. And to begin with, we wanted to get our automation up into 10, and so that we could bring our costs down so that we could make it affordable to the customer.
As a company, we were going to invest early so we can afford bringing the cost down as soon as possible and make it more accessible to the customers, which is why we focused on the low-tech segment. We have two products in the low-tech segment. You know, that's probably where most people would spend their money, is where, you know, the products are cheaper. But we do also have another product in the high-tech segment as well, to cover those that are not quite satisfied with the lower-tech products.
So because your group had such a significant downfall, with having to take out about $12 million in emergency loans, how did your group make decisions to recover from this?
Well, it really was a defining moment of Chester. You know, other companies were doing well while we were tanking, and we had to come together as a team to figure out, you know, what needed to be done.
Our biggest problem was forecasting. We had about $22 million worth of inventory that was severely cutting into our profits.
When your group pulled together at this time, what did you guys do to pick yourselves up?
We were extremely conservative with our production, and we took on a lot of long-term debt.
Yeah, well, we couldn't afford to have inventory, so we had to be very frugal and we had to be careful. With the little money that we had, we invested in automation and capacity and tried as much as we could to cut back on variable cost so we can increase our margin to be profitable again.
So who do you feel was your biggest competitor and why?
The biggest competitor was definitely Andrews in the low-tech market. They were specializing only in low-tech products, and whereas in the high-tech market, Ferris was our biggest competitor, as they were focusing only on high-tech products.
Looking at your company's position, what short-term and long-term changes do you anticipate?
Well, we're coming out with a new product next year. It's called Coco, new high-tech product. And we plan, because our automation levels aren't where we would like them to be and where we plan them to be, we will continue to invest in automation and capacity over the next few years.
And that's a great point, because Coco would be placed in the high-tech segment, and we learned over the past few years that there's room for us to put in a new product and take up, you know, bigger market share in that area. We're also going to be more aggressive with our sales. We've been very conservative over the past few years just to avoid, you know, digging ourselves back into the hole. Now that we're out of it, we're going to be more aggressive and try to keep up with Andrews and Baldwin.
So how do you guys plan to compete against the bigger companies such as Andrews and Baldwin?
Well, our focus is differentiating from everybody else. We do that through investing in TQM. That's something that we've been investing the last few years, and we've specifically focused on cutting our R&D cycle, so every year we can readjust our products and come out with them as quick as possible.
Well, it looks like the Chester company is on their way to the top. Back to you, Dirk.
Thank you, Matisse. Yep, Chester is definitely a miracle in the making. A company that you want to invest in. In a mere 4 years, they went from $3 in stock prices to over $70. I think I'm going to start investing, guys. All right, that's all for today. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
Dream on, dream on.